really quick. I wanted to make this really quick and just go over the digital library. I'm so excited that I finally got it up. It was a strenuous weekend. Nevertheless, it's up, and so I am so happy that it's up. I feel like I have not seen y'all in such a long time. It's been such a long time since I did a live, and I was just like, let me just jump on here really quick because I keep getting a lot of messages in my inbox. So I hope I can answer these messages really quick. I hope I have an amazing Monday. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Allure. Good morning, Alexis. Good morning, Stacy. Jennifer, hello. Good morning. Let me put my glasses on. No, but these are just LED blocking glasses. So I put up my digital library because I always get these questions. And let me tell you, I am not a lawyer. I have to pay a lot of money. A lot of money. That's probably the most that I spend my money on is a lawyer. And so my lawyer created all these forms for me to use, and I just kind of saved them. And I was like, everybody keep asking me these questions. I don't know how to help them with this because I don't serve the law, but I found this way and I thought that this was helpful. So really quick, I kind of put up a couple things, and my schedule has been so super crazy. I can't even like keep up myself. I'm getting days mixed up and etc. But nevertheless, let me show you guys this really quick. Let's see, let me turn my camera around so you guys can see this. So let's see where, let me find my Instagram. So when you go to the Instagram, okay, and you click on the link tree, let's see, is it going to work? So you'll click on the link tree, and then it's like digital resources. Like these are all the things that I had to find out later that I needed. And I had to literally go back and redo all of this because I did not have this. So, like for instance, this business plan, it was so detrimental for me to not have this plan. Like I wish I would have started before I started my business. I wish I would have had it, simply because you cannot get funding from a bank unless you have a business plan. Then you will use all of your own money out of pocket on a business plan, and sometimes you're using more money than you're making, and the math just don't math. So make sure that the math. So this business plan is here that I had got. Let me show you the entirety of it. So when you download the business plan, when you purchase the business plan, it will download and it will open in a Google Docs. This is what Google Docs looks like. Everybody has a Google Docs. If you have a Gmail, then you have a Google Docs. You just sign in like you're signing into your Gmail. And so it will open and it will look like this. And so it is a 59-page plan. And it like, I kind of just put the table of contents on the preview, but it's like a synopsis of literally everything that you would need, from your management team to products to research and development, market analysis. It just have like, look how detailed this market analysis is. It talks about products. Let's see. And then it even give like comparing the market from 2013 to today, competition, risk, market plan. Like it has so much information in here. Like it's very detailed. And so if I was you, whenever you purchase this, I would purchase it. It will open as a download. You will save it, of course, to your Google files, your Google Docs. And then I will make a copy of it, because this is like an example of what to do and how to fill in the blanks. Is exactly what it is. Talks about the facilities. They even have information about hours of operation, the staff, just a lot of different things. You also create your whole customer profile, the client profile, like from the market size, the gender, the age, education, household, like all of this stuff you fill in to personalize your business. You're definitely right about a business plan. I'm currently in the process of creating one. Yes, business plans, like literally, if you don't have a business plan, you are spending so much money out of your own pocket. And let me tell you, that's how I started, and that is not the right way to go, because before you know it, your bank account will be empty before you know it, and then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Talks about startup costs. Like, these are things that the bank want to see when you go for a loan. I mean, it's not gonna cost $20,000-$30,000 to open up a med spa. Med spas are expensive because it's medical medication, it's medical supplies, and then you gotta think about furnishings, specialized equipment, retail, professional fees, technical fees. Like, you have to think about all of this, and they want to know, how will they fund and be used, and then how will you pay them back? Like, they want to know this. So that's why it's so important to get to create the correct business plan. Not only will having the correct business plan help you out with funding, but it will also, just set the presence of, where am I going with my business and what do I expect to have? So yes, it's so important to have a business plan. Without a business plan, I felt like I was working backwards. Exactly. Without my business plan, like, I literally, like, in the last few weeks, just started working on this and developing this, because I'm like, I'm spending all this money out of pocket. I'm spending more money than I'm making. It costs me so much money to order Botox, to order filler. It costs me a lot more money. Like, it's just so costly. And then if you think about the back office, having my systems cost money. My email marketing, my text message marketing, that costs money. My documentation system, that costs money. Like, all these things cost money. And then I'm like, okay, like, what do I do? How do I start? Like, you can't move forward. You just can't. So that's my personal experience on that. I also included, which one is it? Okay, the medical director template. So the medical director template, a lot of people always ask me about this. And then again, let me tell you, I'm not a lawyer, but I learned this along the way. The part of spending more than you. Yes, the part, let me tell you, I spend a lot of money. My husband was looking at me crazy. So, but nevertheless, you learn better, you do better. So that's why I'm like hoping that I can show somebody else and help somebody else to learn better and do better. Because when I started, I didn't know where to start, how to start, where to get the information. Like, I feel like I was all over the place. And I would say this, in order to get started, the most important, your skills are important, but that's going to come along the way. But I will get a lawyer, I will get a financial advisor, and a CPA. Like, and I will work very close with these people, because those people help you determine your business and help move your business where you want to go. For me, I'm a nurse, so I didn't learn these things. I don't know this language. Working in the hospital, you just kind of just show up, and then your patients are there, and you do your skills, your job, and you get paid. Well, when you're an entrepreneur, it's completely different. You have to get the people there. You have to let people know that, hey, I'm here, I'm open, and this is what I do. You have to document. You have to follow up. You have to do all these other interdisciplinaries that you're not used to doing inside the hospital. And so for me, that was challenging, because I'm like, what do I do? How do I start? Like, you think that when you open, you're going to have all this money flowing, that people are going to come and see you, people are going to read book, but it just don't happen like that. It just didn't. So let's look at the medical director's agreement. Yes, Ashley. Yes. Like, it was just so much information that I just felt like I just was missing. And then these were the missing parts. Like, it's easy to take a Botox class. It's easy to take a filler class. It's easy, to get all these skills. We're nurses, we have the skills. We can learn the skills. We're good at the skills. But the business side is completely different. And I feel like if I would have done this first, I would have been set up better for success within my business. But I didn't, and I'm learning, and that's okay. And that's just the truth and the honesty behind it. Yes, ATL injector. It's going to help so many people, because let me tell you, like, I get these messages all the time, and I'm just like, let me just share the information that I know, because it was a lot of information that I didn't know that I just literally, just like Stacy said, I was just working backwards and not getting these things done. Skills are easy to come by. That's no problem. So let me turn the camera around. Let me show y'all real quick the medical agreement template. Like, let me try to set this up where the sun can get it. So it's not just like a 2-page document. Like, this is literally like I think this is like a 9-page document that goes into detail. Like, it's even specific to going into like if the physician is to die, or if the physician get into legal trouble, or if the physician becomes incompetent for, you know, whatever. Like, it's just very detailed. It clear information about ownership, like medical records, what you should expect, not competing, copyrights and trademark. Like, this is like protecting your business. Although physicians are great and helpful and they move our business forward, they don't own our business. They don't own our business. They don't know the vision that we have for our business. They don't know, you know, business. They are great at being physicians. They are great at, like I said, just like nurses, they are great at skills, but they are not, but they're not business people. Like, they're just not, and that's just the truth. So it's great to have that. So they said, do I need a lawyer to write your business plan? So you don't need a lawyer to write your business plan. You can write your own business plan. I didn't create this business plan. I purchased this business plan from a person who, like, that's all he do is Medspa. Well, he don't do Medspas. He do more like plastic surgery centers and everything. And my lawyer had hooked me up with this person or whatever. And so I was like, this is great information. This is a great start. And my lawyer is like, yeah, go ahead and fill that out so you can get your SBA loan and, you know, all this extra stuff. And I was like, I needed this, you know. So you're doing your business plan yourself? I'm doing my business plan myself too, girl. I mean, I have this template and I'm filling in everything that needs to be filled in that pertains to my business. But I created a business plan originally myself. It was like 5 pages. And 5 pages is the bare minimum of a business plan, but it do not entail medical information and medical spas, because medical spas are so detailed simply because of the fact that it's medicine, and the equipment, the supplies, the products, all that costs so much money, right? And so it's just more detailed. And you know, when you looking at open up a medical spa, like, I would estimate that I have spent over $60,000 of my own money opening up my own place. But like I said, I only have 2. I have a suite. I have 2 suites that I use, that I work out of. But you know, like, the equipment that I want, you know, like one machine that I want costs almost $250,000. Another machine that I want costs $150,000. Like, all this stuff add up. It cost me almost $700 to order Botox, you know, almost $500, you know, to order fill. Like, it's just so expensive. And so that's why, like, I purchased this plan and, you know, and working the steps. Although it's not just doing a business plan. You do have to make sure that your own personal credit is good. Although a lot of people will say, use your business credit. Well, you don't have any business credit, so they're going to look at your personal credit, unless you do have business credit. I don't know, but to get like these big loans, $500K and up, like, they're going to look at your personal credit. Are you going to, you know, put your house on the line, or, you know, things like that? Like, just do it the right way, I would say. That's my best advice. Another thing, let me see, I put up is the nurse injector contract. And so this is beneficial to people who, one, already have a spa. They want to add a nurse to their spa as an injector to bring in more services, be more profitable. And this can also be used for an injector, because this was my original concept before I even started my spa. I originally wanted to be like a contract nurse for spas and just go in and like do injections here on Mondays and Wednesdays. Go over here Tuesdays and Thursdays and do injections. Go over here on Fridays and Saturdays and do injections. Like, I wanted to have that contract. And so that was my original concept. But then, you know, things kind of changed, and so I opened up my own place. But this is good for that. Like, if you want to contract yourself out to work in different locations, and you know, maybe you want to help out your friend next door who has a spa but she don't offer these services, so it's a good thing for that. What else we have? I was thinking about uploading this. So I had an issue with having these non-disclosure agreements, and that is what prompted me to look more in detail for the legal side. And so I was thinking about uploading this mutual non-disclosure agreement. This is very helpful for, like, for instance, if you have people who come in and try to shadow you, if you have people come in and, you know, just, I don't know, maybe you have a student that comes in and wants to see how things are in a medical spa. You want to have these non-disclosure agreements because you don't want them taking your patient load. And what I mean by that, there are some people who will come in, get access to your system, get access to your patient's information, write it down, take it, and invite them to their spa. You know, like, you know, it's just all kinds of shadiness that goes on. But it's a mutual non-disclosure agreement. This can also be used if you're working on a huge project. You don't want nobody to know about it, talk about it, post any pictures about it until you're ready to post about it. Then this is great for that. So I haven't uploaded that, but I was really seriously thinking about that. So I appreciate you for taking the time to do this. How to go? Oh yes, absolutely. I just want people just to learn from my mistakes. Like, I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and I'm learning from them myself. And so if I can help somebody, then I will. A couple other things that I included was, let's see, let me go here to my good notes. So I write my own ebooks. I know there are services that people seek out for their ebooks, but these are all the ebooks that I have written. But some of the ones that I put this one up. Let's see. So this is a critical guide service book. That's what I call mine because I'm critically aesthetic. You can call it whatever. But I put a template up on the digital library because, so listen, I know that y'all get so tired of, I'm not bashing patients because I don't do that. But I know that y'all get to a point where you educate your patients and telling them, like, do this before your procedure, this is what we're going to do. Please make sure you're doing this. And then after the procedure, you're telling them the education about it and all this stuff. And so then they forget. They're busy. They have all kinds of other things going on. They're not going to remember. This is a foreign language, a foreign word to them. They come to you to get this service and to be done. They don't want to remember all this. So I had that challenge. My patients will forget, and so, or they will lose the paper. I used to print out little cards, especially for my injections. Print out little cards, give it to them, and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, I lost the card," and etc., etc. And so I created this book. So what I did was I created a service guide book. So it entails multiple things. So for one, it gives them an explanation of the procedure. It tells them how to prepare for the procedure. And then it gives them instructions on how to do the aftercare after the procedure. And then, so that's what the book basically entails. It has all of my procedures in there. So no matter what procedure that they are getting, even if it's just a facial, it talks about how to prepare and how to keep it up and what to expect and etc. And so it was just so important for them to have this information. So what they do is they'll come in and talk about a procedure, even if it's a consultation or even afterwards. They'll talk about the procedure or whatever, and then they'll scan this code that I have hanging on my wall. The code has this service guidebook, and so this has been helpful for my clients to keep up with the before and after care instructions, because they'll call me and be like, "Hey, what did you say about this?" I'm like, "Girl, remember I said refer back to the table of contents, go to this page, and it'll tell you everything. But since I have you on the phone, let me tell you real quick what to do." So it cuts down a lot of phone calls. It cuts down on my patients not sticking to the plan. And so it's very helpful. So I made it customizable, so you can customize this in particular and pertaining to your business. So this is just mine. So it has the table of contents, you know, about me, the services, frequently asked questions, etc., etc. So this is just an introduction of skin for my clients. It's just simple information, and talks about my services. So the consultation, virtual consultation, model or ambassador, frequently asked questions, especially when it comes to facials, purging versus reacting. So that's important, because a lot of clients will say, oh my gosh, I did not, you know, like, I'm having a reaction, or I'm allergic to that cleanser that I bought from you and I want a refund. Well, are you allergic or are you purging? Like, there's a difference. So that's a really good education. It talks about my facial, which is this is my signature facial, critical signature facial. It's a dermaplane. I think it's a great way to prep the skin for any procedure. It talks about my sensitive chemical peel, my perfect derma peel, which is my most popular medical grade one. It talks about what it is, how to prepare for it, and then the post-op. Like, and that's literally what it does. A diamond facial, O2 facial, teeth whitening. I don't even offer teeth whitening anymore, but it's there. Laser treatments, the post care, what lasers is, the post care. Like, it's just very helpful for my clients. Like, what microneedling with PRP is, what to expect, the post-treatment, and then it's like very important, read the consent, because more information on the consent. So it's just so much information I feel like that I have here. Cosmetic injection. So I made this where you guys can just implement your own thing. So I just took out a couple pictures, and like, if you have things that you want to implement, like if you don't offer injections, you can, you know, take that page out. If you offer waxing instead, you can add waxing. If you don't offer PRP, take that page out. But like I said, this will open in a Canva documentation. When it opens, I would just save the original, make a copy of it, and then modify your copy. And then another thing that I really like about this is that my clients can constantly, like, as I upgrade my services, upgrade my books on my end, it automatically opens up on their end. So it's like a digital book that constantly updates. So to me, that is very helpful. Welcome, Esthetician University, Black Beauty. Welcome, ladies. So I'm just going over my digital library. What else did I put up on my digital library? Oh yeah, so my chemical peel class. So I have an ebook on that. I'm so excited. I have so many ebooks, y'all. I know a lot of people seek services to make their own ebooks, but I just feel like it's more work whenever I seek that service. So I am going to post tonight my actual class, because I feel like you don't just need an ebook when it comes to this chemical peel. You need a hands-on demonstration or a virtual. It's probably going to be a webinar, but I know that a lot of people learn this in class or whatever, but it's more to it than just learning it in class. A lot of people ask me, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid of offering a chemical peel. Well, you know what? This will go in detail on how to safely offer chemical peels. The majority of my clients, I would say about 90% of my clients, are people who are Fitzpatrick 5 and a 6. So it just go in detail, you know, about chemical peels, contraindications, types of peels. It talks a lot about acid-base balance and etc. Because there's a way to safely apply chemical peels to people who have Fitzpatrick's 5 and a 6. It is a safer way. Welcome, Nurse Haskins. Welcome. So I think that's important. So I'm going to drop that link soon. It even has like a skills check off, what to tell your clients, what to expect the day of. So it's just very detailed, and yeah, that's just very detailed. So that's what I uploaded. But you guys, let me know if you want me to upload this non-disclosure, because I think that's important, especially if you are a person who train often a lot in your facility. Then I think it's very important to have non-disclosures inside your facility. I had this issue, and it wasn't a good feeling when it happened to me. So that's why I suck. That's why I just went ahead and seek some attention from a legal attorney. And again, I'm not an attorney, but I just want to share the information that I learn, because a lot of times, like I said, we know the skills. We're nurses. We know the skills. Skills are so easy for us. Whether it's a new skill or, you know, just advancing on our skills, we know this. But when it comes to the legal side, we don't know this. And I'm not a lawyer, but these are things that my lawyer put together for me, and is very helpful and beneficial to my business. So check that out. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you, Nurse Haskins. I'm so excited. And congratulations, Nurse Haskins, on your nomination for Best Nurse. Congratulations. So if you guys are not following Nurse Haskins, you should. She gives a lot of information, a lot of gems, a lot of like good stuff. You're welcome, Alexis. I hope that was helpful information. I have an appointment that I have to get to really quick. And I've been sitting in this car with the air on low because I didn't want it to blow into the phone speaker, and it's hot, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'm gonna save this live. If you're coming in late, watch the replay. It's super beneficial. If you have questions, just DM me. I'm pretty good about answering my DMs, or I try to be really good about answering my DMs fast. But if you have questions, just let me know. And like I said, I am not an attorney, but I have learned a lot of things from my attorney, because let me tell you, it is not easy maneuvering in this world when there's a lot of legal ground, you know, to cover. Hey, Britt. Hello. Welcome. Yes, welcome, Amora Locks. So let me know if you guys have questions or anything I can help you with. I'm just here to just share the information that I learned, and that is literally all I'm trying to do, is just share that information. But let me head in and get this day started. I hope y'all have an amazing week, and let me know if y'all want me to upload that non-disclosure agreement, because I think that's very helpful for a lot of people. Talk to you later.